Hey guys, and welcome to another pedal review. Today we are looking at the Pepers Pedals Russian Doom machine. Now, as you can see from maybe the paint job and the name, this is based off the Electro Harmonix Green Russian. Now, the Green Russian is a basically era when Electro Harmonix moved production to Russia under the label Sovtek, and they made Big Muffs under this label throughout the 90s. Now, the first ones came out in this green color. You have the Civil War, and then you have the Green Russians, and they had different fonts, and they are slight differences. I'll hit you up with a link to Kit Ray's website. He goes through all the differences between those pedals. Now, this isn't just a spot-on clone though. It has some extra features and some tweaks to kind of get more, well, doom. So you've got your standard muff, tone stack, and gain and level, which is quite obvious, but then you have these two switches. So the first one is called clip, and as you can guess, it is 3 different types of clipping. So you've got 2 of more kind of traditional clipping, so it's pretty heavy, and then one that I think might be just half the clipping diode, I'm not sure, because it's a lot lower gain. And then of course you have mids. Now the mids in the middle, you've got flat, and then you've got +3 and +6 dB, which obviously gives you more mids, as the Big Muff is known for cutting a lot of mids, to help with solo tones, getting a few different things you can't get from the original Russian Muffs. Now I'm playing my Warmoth Telecaster through my Ceriatone Stray Cat 30 on the clean channel. So we'll go through what that sounds like. So this is it. Now I'll turn everything to 12 o'clock and we'll listen to the Doom machine. So like any muff, you have a tone control that ranges from quite bassy to quite trebly, but we'll go through it and show you how it goes, because I like being in depth. like it there. It kind of adds that aggressive high end that it has. But if you want something warmer, of course, bring the tone control down. And of course, different amps, different tone settings. Gain control, also the same. I feel like it can go, not necessarily more gain, but kind of it gets really, you know, fat and kind of crumbly higher up, and you get lower gain settings too. And as you can hear, the bass starts to thicken up as the gain goes up. For chords, I like it just about here, and lead tones can go up a bit more. Next we'll go through the mid control. So I'm going to keep it there and kind of go through lead tone, because that's where you kind of really want that mid boost to cut through a bit with the band. So I'll play some stuff along A minor, and you can kind of hear the differences. So you really hear the mids do make a big difference, and the tone control acts slightly a bit different with the mids up, just because you have those frequencies you didn't have before. And next it is the clipping control. So I'm going to bring the gain back to here and go through it, and then we'll bring the gain all the way up and go through it, just to show how it is different at different gain settings. So this is kind of the stock setting. See, the two bottom clipping settings are quite similar, and the top one you lose a little bit of volume, a little bit of low end, and it's kind of got a, you know, less gain, kind of, I guess, brighter, more distortion quality, less fuzzy. So I'll just do a bit of lead and show you the gain. I'll go gain all the way. We'll do some lead and show you the difference there. This also makes a difference when you add some mids in. So you can really kind of change your tone to what you kind of want, you know, customize it to your guitars, to your amps, and kind of the sound you're going for. You get some things you don't usually get out of a muff. So that's what I'm going to show you now. Basically, take the gain down a lot, boost the level, boost this. I'm going to kind of use it almost like an overdrive with the mids up. So I'm going to dial in a kind of dirtier tone with my amp and basically use this an overdrive. So switch back to the clean channel, you can hear what that sounds like. Doesn't really sound as muffy as you'd expect. So yeah, so that's the majority of that pedal. I'll just do a quick little bit with humbuckers so you can hear what it sounds like there. And like I said, it, you know, gives you those options. Is it my favorite Big Muff pedal? No, there's a certain kind of, not necessarily cleanness, but there's a certain kind of thumpiness to the tone that I don't like as much as my other pedals. I don't know, I prefer their kind of, I don't know, something different. But I think for what this is aimed for is those doom guys cutting through a mix, lots of low end, lots of big drums. And for that, those probably things that I don't like might suit it better. Of course, be the judge yourself, you can hear it here, see if you like the tone. So we'll switch to humbuckers just to show you what it's like. It does start to break up and kind of get really compressed with humbuckers, and even with single coil neck in my LP, so I'll show that too. So now I've got the J&D LP. On the clean channel, I've set everything back to 12 o'clock, so I'm just going to play it, and then we'll play the Doom Machine. last, I'm just going to put on a delay, add some mids in there, and go for a kind of Gilmore-esque solo-y thing. So that's the Russian Doom Machine by Pepers Pedals. Now, Pepers Pedals is a very, very small company. I think they only work through Facebook and custom orders, and they don't do a lot of orders. But I'll give you the link to the Facebook page so you can contact them and kind of ask about certain pedals. They have a fair few different pedals that they produce if this is your kind of thing. And always have a look on my Reverb shop, link below, because I often am selling some pedals just to buy new ones. I get none of these things for free. These are all pedals I pay for. So, you know, to get new pedals, I do kind of have to sell some, you know, to get the funds for that. So this may come up there at some point. Any of the other pedals in my demos may come up there. So if you know you like the sound and you want a secondhand pedal, always check my Reverb shop. So don't forget to like and subscribe. More reviews coming out soon, and I might do a bit of a Big Muff shootout. If you've seen other videos, you'll know that I've got 3 Big Muffs, including this one. I've got this. I've got the twosome from Blackout Effectors, which is a kind of their musket, which is also Russian based Big Muff clone on one side, and then Fixed Fuzz on the other side, which is a completely different kind of silicon transistor fuzz thing. And I've also got an eBay Big Muff triangle that I've had for years. That was on my shoegaze pedal board, if you've seen that video. So I may do a bit of comparison, go through different sounds, see where they differ. From what I've, from all the playing I've done with them, nearly all of them sound different enough that they cover different territory. Now that is from someone that likes Big Muffs. For other people, all Big Muffs seem to sound the same to them, so it just depends. But if that's your thing, I look forward to a video like that sometime in the future. So thanks again, and have a good evening, afternoon, whatever time you're watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.